Beautiful Libras, hello and welcome back. I hope you guys are doing amazing. Thank you for joining me here today for your reading. Let's go, Libra. Okay, take responsibility for your choices. This is your life to live. You gotta own it. You're too amazing to follow everyone else. Forge your own path. A little bit of faith goes a long way. Do something kind for someone without any expectation. And make time to play. Have fun and be free. You have the power to create the life you love. Remember that. So Spirit is telling you, you have the power to create the life you love. Okay, let's go. You have a bright future. So what's going on here? What you desire requires hard work and sustained effort. It will not be an easy path, but you will gain wisdom. You have the power to manifest your dreams into reality. Use this energy to make positive changes. Bit by bit, step by step, whatever seeds you plant will sit quietly for a while and then come up strong. Look at your life with a deeper, more spiritual understanding to help you get your priorities straight. It's time to face your dark and your light, your limitations and your strengths, and see how duality plays into your life. Focus and commit yourself to spiritual growth or practice to be able to receive the gifts of the divine. So this could be you or someone around you. Let's go. Libra. Hmm. Hmm. So this person, now, have a bright future, but someone doesn't see it. It's like Libra, this is, so somebody's got to own up to their own path and what they chose, taking responsibility for their actions and the consequences of it, seeing the good and the bad in all situations. This is an Empress. So, oh God, so somebody may, it's about honor, respect, integrity. I don't know. It's like somebody could have just abandoned you, abandoned a contract or a relationship. And it's like they are heavily burdened, but they got to own it. They made their path. And that's for anybody, not just this person. It's like taking accountability for one's own actions, one's own choices, one's own decisions, and owning it. So someone has the power to manifest their reality. There's a lot of good fortune and karma here. Though, Someone's carrying around a lot of guilt. Maybe for cutting you out, maybe for choosing a third party. So they got to own it. And they got to accept responsibility for their own actions. Maybe somebody regrets being so selfish. I don't know. Maybe, this is materialism. Maybe somebody is like, I don't know. It's about materialism. You have the power to manifest whatsoever it is that you want into your life. But we got to take accountability for our own decisions, for our own choices. And it's not like, I don't know. Oh, jeez. So someone is like, whatever. Breadcrumbing. It's like you reap what you sow. It's like it seems like you've been kind to somebody. It's like you've been very kind to somebody. And it's like you didn't expect anything back in return. And if you're giving something, you should not expect it back or don't give it at all. It's almost like this could be about forgiveness, offering the truth, the clarity. I don't know. It's like someone's very defensive here. So there could have been some kind of you're not meant to follow these people. It's like you're not meant to follow these people. You're not meant to. This is something over materialism. It's about materialism. It's not about the money here. It's about acts of kindness. It's not about materialism. Somebody's all hung up on materialism here. And it's like, it's not about the money. It's about doing simple acts of kindness for others. It's about doing something from the heart, giving from the heart, and not expecting something back in return. It's like learning these lessons and the consequences of one's own actions and choices. So maybe somebody was all materialistic, got caught all up in materialism. And the thing is like, it's all about the money, all about the money. So someone's got, they've got their feelings hurt here, or they've life just isn't about money. It's not just about money. It's about being kind, being generous, doing the right thing. It's about fairness, justice, equality. It's about just being kind. And it's like someone has been very generous, very giving, very kind. This is good fortune. This is good karma. They gave and didn't expect anything back in return. It's random acts of kindness. It's helping out. No, I don't. You don't got to pay it back. Just like if I have it to give, I'm going to give. If I can do this, I'll do this. And if I can't afford to give you something, maybe I could give you, a ride, or maybe I can give you a meal. Maybe I can do something for you. It's like someone's all about the money, what it costs, what it costs, what it costs. And it's all about, they're missing the whole picture about what karma is. It's like karma is doing something without even expecting anything back in return. Somebody is all about materialism. And it's like, I don't know, it's not a way to live. It's not how you build good karma. You cannot do this breaking someone's heart. You don't generate good karma by breaking another person's heart. But we can always take accountability for our own actions. We can always say, like, somebody is really wise here, and they say, well, you know what? There's nothing that I've given that I cannot manifest. There's nothing that I cannot manifest back. So don't worry about it. Or somebody is like taking this avenue. Like, that's the goddess. They give from the heart. This is a rare offer. It's a treasure chest. Divine truth. It's like, you know what? I may have gotten my heart broke, but I take accountability for my own instincts. Maybe I didn't listen to my intuition. Maybe at least I gave from a pure space. You know, I didn't expect nothing back in return. I gave freely, okay? And I was not expecting anything back in return. And miraculously, that is how to manifest what it is you're trying to manifest. I know I've been heartbroken. I know this has happened. This something has broke my heart. But I'm taking accountability for my own path and my own life. Maybe I didn't trust my instincts. Maybe I didn't listen to my gut. But I gave freely. And that's why somebody is a powerful manifester. They don't hold a grudge. They don't like say, I loaned $50 out last week and that jerk hasn't paid me back and go spread a bunch of gossip why they never got paid back. It's like if you don't, it's better if you don't give. If you expect it back, it's better to not give. It is. It's better to just simply say, I can't give. And not having to tell everybody about how you gave. You know what I mean? It's like it's okay, you know? I don't have to. it's taking accountability for one's own actions here. That's what Spirit is saying. You have the power to create the life that you love. Remember that. So it's like, it's not about the money, it's not about the materialistic. It's about who gives from the heart. Like, you can have, like, somebody who has $10 to their name, and somebody comes up and they say, I need $5. I need to feed my kids or something. And you're like, well, I only have 10, but I'll give you 5. You know, you need it more than I do, you take it. I don't expect it back. And then all of a sudden, like, the universe decides to bless you. Unlike somebody else who's very materialistic, I'm not giving you nothing. I'm not giving you nothing. I have the money to give, but I ain't giving you nothing. It's like, it's better to be, this is greed. This is like, I'm so materialistic that I wouldn't even give someone, they would walk right by someone who was starving to death. Well, it's not coming from me. I'm all about the money. It might cost me something. I'm not going to be generous. I'm not going to give my money away. I'm not, no, but begrudging it. So it was better for, like, a poor person to offer their money to someone in need than for a wealthy person to be, talking about it. They loaned $5, but I didn't get it back. I didn't see them bringing it back and going behind their back and talking about how they didn't pay their money back. Well, you can't manifest like that. Like, you can't. Life can be hard and life can be wonderful. Which would you choose to focus in on? At least, if somebody breaks your heart, at least your heart was open to give. Okay? Rather than somebody with a closed off heart who begrudges every time they got to do something nice for you. It's like, you're in a better position. Whether you're wealthy, whether you're not wealthy, wealthy people can be extremely generous. And also, they take accountability for their actions and go, I should have trusted my intuition. I should have trusted my instincts. I blame me for not listening because my guides told me not to do this or to do that, and I didn't listen. And it's about taking accountability for one's own actions here. And if somebody was incredibly materialistic, then they have to face that as well. Everything comes with consequences. Everything. How do you treat people along the way? How do you, when someone does something nice for you, do you expect them to do something nice for you, or is it just actually a free gift? It's strange. It's like, a manifester will sit there and go, no, you need it more than I do. Don't worry. God has a plan. God will work this out. You know what I mean? Somewhere along the line, when I need a helping hand, maybe you'll be there one day to help me. or maybe somebody else will be in the position to do so. But today, you need that more than I need. Okay, so you're not going to sit there and begrudge it. It's like it's given from the heart and it's given freely. You know what I'm saying? That's the power of manifestation. Now, if you went and gave money, say, to someone and you got burned and you needed it back by Friday or by payday, don't beat yourself up about it. You gave something freely, and by hook or by crook, spirit rewards us in other ways and maybe in different forms. But at least you gave freely. You gave with a free heart. And it is better to not give at all if you've got a begrudge giving. Don't do it at all. You're better off doing nothing at all. And it's about seeing the pros and the cons, the good and the bad. Well, the bad part about it was I got burnt or I got hurt. But the good part about it is I learned my lesson, or I learned to trust my intuition, or I learned to trust. What did you learn? It's about what you learned. It's not about the mistakes you made or didn't make. It's about what did you learn from it, and how do you view it now? We've all made mistakes, every single one of us. And it's about, well, the way I see it is, at least, when someone breaks your heart, it's like, I give freely. I took a chance. My intuition told me to be cautious about this person, but my heart said that I was supposed to do that. We don't know how that's going to come back and bless us at a later time in our life. Just because that person burnt us doesn't mean we're not going to be blessed at a different time in our life by a different person. Do it happily. If it makes you feel happy to do it, and you can do it with, you know, a free heart, then do it. And if you cannot, then do not do it at all. That's what Spirit's saying. I don't know why, but someone needed to hear that. Your life is so special. Treat it with love and care. And it's like, maybe someone needs to do that. Sometimes we can say yes to people, and sometimes we gotta say no to people. And it's our own intuitions that we have to listen to. And it's our own instincts we gotta trust. Like, your heart may want to help, but, or your mind says help, but your heart tells you something different. It's just all in the listening. It's all about listening. But someone is incredibly materialistic, really materialistic. And it could be who this person is with. They're incredibly materialistic. Everything is about the money. And they could be having disagreements over that because I don't know. It's trusting your instincts because sometimes it's good to give and other times it is not. Especially when people are going through uh, turmoils. They might be receiving karma, for example. Somebody could be receiving karma and they need a helping hand. And sometimes you're supposed to let them learn their lesson. You're not supposed to intercede, even though you could make their life a better life. It's like trusting the situation and asking spirit first because your heart may want to help or your heart may want to give, but you may not be supposed to help. Some people are meant to learn their lessons and go through their karma. You know what I mean? We don't want to overstep what spirit's trying to do. So sometimes it's better to go to source and say, Source, if you want me to help this person, if you want me to do this, then tell me. Because I've helped people that I wasn't supposed to help. And this is kind of the same basis. I wasn't supposed to help certain people, at least not financially. I could be a support to them, I could be a helper to them, but I wasn't supposed to give financially to them. Do you know what I mean? It's like, it's learning to know when to give and when not to give, especially if someone is going through their karma. They have to learn their lesson, and we're not supposed to be helping them when they're trying to learn that lesson. It's tough love. It's tough love. However, now, on the other token of things, if you encounter someone else and you go to spirit and you say, Spirit, am I to help that person? And you will know yes or no. Yes, help this person. You just instinctively know. But there are certain people that we're not supposed to help. And that's what's coming out. It's like give freely, do an act of kindness. If you spirit is telling you you can't, buy him a sandwich, buy him a coffee, buy him a sit down and have a chat with them. You know what I'm saying? Or give him a tip or a clue or something like that. Ask source. Because sometimes we're not supposed to aid financially. And sometimes we're not. We're supposed to let them learn their lessons. We're not supposed to keep giving and giving financially to certain people, especially if they're very materialistic. Because a wise man and his money soon part. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and then they take that money and they go do something evil with it, or they take that money and they go do something nasty to somebody else because they got that money. It's like, no, always ask source, and that means trusting your gut instinct. So somebody needs to know that. You could be going through a situation where you're debating whether you should assist somebody or whether not. Ask source. Source will tell you. Your instincts will tell you, and sometimes you make a mistake, but that's okay. You know what I mean? It's like learn the next time. Learn the next time. Doesn't mean you gotta be soaked here. You know what I'm saying? We gotta learn some a little bit of tough love here. Well, what are the, just ask source. That's what I would say. Just ask source. So it seems like somebody is uncertain whether they should assist somebody financially or not. If they're going through karma, it is better to not. If someone is just really struggling and it's placed on you to help, then help. But don't expect it back. Expect it not in return, or do not give at all. That's what Spirit's saying. Take care, Libra.